Hello viewers and welcome to today's guide. We have the Fremennik Trials. I can start this quest by speaking to Chieftain Brunt in the Fremennik Long Hall, which is in the town of Rellekka to the north of Sinclair Mansion. Pretty much, well, it's right here. When you get into Rellekka, you just go north. It's biggest, longest building that there is, and he'll be in there. To complete this quest, you're going to need 40 woodcutting, 40 crafting, and 25 fletching. You can also kill something for it if you want to, but it's got a 1 in 15, 1 in 20 chance of dropping it. You must also be able to defeat a level 69 enemy and must not be afraid of combat without any weapons or armor. Pretty much, well, you're going to punch the guy. But there is a thing where if you bring in a Draugen branch and a knife, you can craft it into a staff, which, unlike regularly, if you don't have anything that gives you any bonuses, your stats would be 10 all the way down the board. I think 9 for these ones. But if you get the Draugen staff, it will bring your crush up to 20, which will do a little extra damage for you. There will be an option to bank before that battle with no armor or weapons, so you don't need to worry about that. And a decent recommended, if you choose not to do the crafting method, the thing to kill is level 48, and you may have to do it multiple times in order to get the thing. It's just easier to craft, and some people may want to craft, so I'm going to show the crafting method instead, but I will show you where the dude that you have to kill if you want to get it that way is. Some items needed is 5,252 coins, a beer which you can obtain during the quest, a raw shark, raw manta ray, or raw sea turtle. I'm going to bring a raw shark because they're just easier to get. A tinderbox, and if you are choosing the crafting method as opposed to the killing method, you will need an axe, a knife, a potato, an onion, and a cabbage. The potato, onion, and cabbage can be obtained during the quest, and I will show that. Some recommended stuff is you're going to want to bring some food, some armor, and a weapon. This is either if you're choosing the killing method for the Lyre or for a ghost that we need to kill. Range does not work very well. You're going to want to bring probably a handful of prayer potions, super energy potions, and or stamina potions. A super combat potion or a superset. A super combat potion is better because it's pretty much well superset combined. Some teleports to Camelot, and a few ring of recoils will help. Please note that if you are doing in hardcore Iron Man, for the fight that we do not have anything with us, do not die during the first few ones. The last one is perfectly okay, but the first few you're gonna want to live through. Recommended in the skills is also a decent agility level, probably about 50-ish. It could help you in locating a ghost that we need to kill. Okay. This is going to be a decent amount of walking and talking, so let's get it started and let's find where Brunt is. Normally you would choose chat option 3, 1, and 1. However, I have started and or finished the Mountain Daughter quest, so my chat option is going to be 2, and then 3, 1, and 1. So if you've started or finished Mountain Daughter, you're going to choose Ask About Anything Else. Do you have any quests? Yes, I'm interested. I want to become a Fremennik. Okay, while we're here in the long haul, we're going to want to find Manny the Reveler. Choose chat option 1. Yeah? So off the table to the north, there's a beer tankard, an empty tankard, and the keg of beer. You want to take the beer tankard off. Now just east, we're going to have Olaf the Bard. Choose chat option 1. Yes. Now we're going to head south and we're going to find Sigli the Huntsman. Choose chat option 1 and 1. What's a Draugen? Yes. Now if you're killing Lansing, he's just here, level 48 just east of the long haul. He's in the building attached to the chicken pen just north of the produce farm. Just have to kill him until you get a drop for it. However, because I'm showing how to make the lyre myself, we're going to want to go to the swaying tree. So we're going to go east. You'll see dougal leaves and rabbits. We're going to want to cut a branch from the swaying tree. And we're going to want to fletch that. Now we're going to go southeast, and there'll be the troll lolly next to a cauldron. Choose chat option 1. Other human? We're gonna go near the long hall, just outside. I believe it's the kid we need to speak to. It's Askeladdin. There he is, the kid out front of the long hall. Speak with him. Oh dear, a pet rock. We're going to want to go into this house right here. I just have to be careful because it looks like someone's thieving. Just southeast of the long hall, attached to the vegetable patch. You're going to want to pick an onion, a potato, and a cabbage. Gotta be careful getting out of here again. Now we're going to go back to Lolly. Ignore the fact that I accidentally clicked on him. You do not need to talk to him. All you need to do is use the following items on his cauldron: your rock, cabbage, potato, and onion. Speak with Lolly. Oh, there we go. Now we got a golden fleece. So I guess let's get the Camelot phase over with now. Teleport to Camelot. and walk west to Seer's. We're going to head to the spinning wheel first because we need to spin this. Go west from the teleport spot. You will see a house just north of the trees by a church. You want to go upstairs in that. And give it a spin. Then pop this on your lyre, and there we go. We're going to want to go a couple of houses west of the bank. We'll find the bar. So you're going to want to go downstairs and just north, and that's where the bank is, and then 2 houses west. Now you want to speak with the poison salesman, and you want to buy some low alcohol beer. So talk number 2 and then 1. Talk about the Fremennik trials. So after you deal with the poison salesman, you can get all the things that you want for our armorless, weaponless fight. However, I want to beat all of his forms, and that requires quite a little bit of inventory space, so I'm going to be doing that later. Just remember that he does love to drain prayer. Yes, and we have a low alcohol keg. Hooray! And if you forgot to take a beer tankard, buy a regular beer. And that would be from the bartender, and just choose shot option 2. So now we need to go all the way back to Rellekka. And unless you have a house teleport, or unless your house is in Rellekka, you can just use your house teleport, but we don't. Well, I don't, so I'm going to be running all the way north. Now, along the pathway, I'm just going to keep locate for the hunter's talisman to try and see if I can find that Draugen. Now you want to right-click the beer tankard and give that to the council workman. He is on the Seer side of the bridge, just south of Rellekka, and they give us a strange object. Now we're going to go across the bridge and head west. And we see this kind of weird little thing here, kind of just juts out. Strange altar has what looks like the remains of a hull or something around it. Gonna use our raw shark on it. And it has enchanted our lyre. Hooray! Now we need to find the Draugen. So just keep clicking on your hunter's talisman and it'll tell you the direction that you need to go in order to find it. When you do find it, it attacks with melee, so feel free to pray against that if you are lower combat. So just kill it. Now we're going to go back to Rellekka. And the first person we want to talk to is Sigli at the entrance. So speak with Sigli. Okay, sweet. So that's one done. So before we head into the long haul, there's going to be a pipe here. Gonna use our Tinderbox on the strange object and gonna put that in the pipe. Once you've done that, just to the north is a door leading onto a stage. Ignore my misclick of talking to the bouncer and just go through the door, up on the stage, and play your lyre. Now let's go get our drink on. Go inside the main area of the long hall and the table to the north. Take the keg of beer off the table. Use our low alcohol keg on the keg of beer. And now let's find Manny the Reveler and challenge him to a drinking contest. Chat option number 1. Yes. There's that one done. Now we need to go to the market and we need to find Sigmund the merchant. Talk to him choosing chat option 1. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go northwest and we're gonna find a sailor. He will be next to the biggest of the 3 boats. Talk to the sailor, choosing chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Okay, we're gonna go east. And if you remember where Olaf the Bard is, just on the eastern side of the long hall, choose chat option 1. About the merchant's trial. West of the market will be Yrsa in a clothing store. Choose chat option 1. These Fremenniks really don't know how to talk to each other. They should work on communication. About the merchant's trial. Okay, we're gonna go to Long Hall and speak to the chieftain. Choose chat option 1, unless you have started or have finished the Mountain Daughter quest, in which case you want to choose chat option 2 and then 1. So anything else? And ask about the merchant's trial. Go south and speak with Sigli. Choose chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now just north of the Long Hall, we are going to find Skullgrimmon. Speak with him. Choose chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. To the west on the dock with a small boat, there's a fisherman there. Talk to him. Choose chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Okay, now go south of the market and speak to Swensen the navigator, choosing chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Talk to Swensen again, choosing chat option 2 and 1. About becoming a Fremennik. Yes. So we're going to go down the ladder. It's in the southwest part of his house. Now for the portal puzzles, we just have to go through the portals that correspond with the letters of his name. His name is Swensen, S-W-E-N-S-E-N. So we need to go south, west, east, north, south, east, and then north again. And go up the ladder and you're done. So the house to the west, you want to go to the north side and you want to find Pierre the Seer, and we need to speak with him next. Choose chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Go to the building directly north of the long hall. There you're going to find Thorvald. He's also the person that we do the weaponless battle for. Speak with him choosing chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Go to the long hall and speak with Manny the Reveler, choosing chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Okay, speak to Thor the barkeep, choosing chat option 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Speak with Escaladen, front of the long hall. He wants 5k. Choose chat options 1 and 1. Ask about the merchant's trial. Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna work our way backwards. This is kind of like a small Fremennik version of One Small Favor. Not looking forward to doing that one, so we return to Thora. Choose chat option 1 for them all. Ask about the merchant's trial. Speak with Manny. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now go north of the long hall and speak with Thorvald. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now go southwest and of the market, we need to find Seer. Ask about the merchant's trial. Then in the house southeast of him, speak with Swensen. Ask about the merchant's trial. Go north through the market and to the docks where the smallest boat is, and speak with the fisherman. Ask about the merchant's trial. Go back to the shop just north of the long hall, where we talk to Thorvald, and speak with Skullgrimman. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now go south of the long hall, speak with Sigli. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now go into the long hall and speak with Brunt. Remember, with Brunt, it's 2 and then 1 if you've started or completed Mountain Daughter. So in my case, I ask about anything else and then ask about the merchant's trial. Now go back to the clothing store and speak with Yrsa. So that's to the west. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now let's return back to Olaf, who's just east of the hall. Ask about the merchant's trial. Now head west to the dock with the longest boat and speak with the sailor. Ask about the merchant's trial. And now just southeast to the market and we speak with Sigmund again. I'm gonna go to Pier next. He's gonna bank all my items. Choose chat option 1. Yes. Choose yes, he will deposit everything for you. You want to enter the western door of his house. So you want to read the riddle. There are 7 possible answers. What you want to do is you want to read the line, and each line gives you 1 letter of the 4-letter word you need. If it says, my first is in fish, but not in the sea, you want fire. If it says, my first is in the well, but not at sea, you want life. If the first one says, my first is in mage, but not wizard, your answer is mind. If it says, my first is in water, but also in tea, you want time. If it says, my first is in tar, but not in swamp, your answer is tree. And if it says, my first is in wizard, but not in mage, you want wind. That's for the first line of this. That means mine is time. So just gotta put these dials to what it is. Now you want to go upstairs. You want to open the cupboard to the southwest in the corner and search it. Then there are 2 heads around here. So we're going to study the unicorn head, which is along the south wall next to the bull head. Study the bull's head. Now the chest right next to the bull head, southern part, you want to open that and then search. And the bookcase to the north, you want to search that. Now you want to use red herring on the cooking range. Take the subsequent sticky red goop and slop it on the wooden disc. Now there's a trap door in the eastern part of the room. You want to open that up and climb down. Along the west wall you will notice a mural. Now here on the mural you want to put the discs on there. Go back upstairs. Use the bucket on the tap by the cooking in between the drain for the cooking range and the cupboard. Use a bucket on the jug. Use the jug on the drain. Use the 2/5 bucket on the empty jug. And refill the bucket. Use a full bucket on the 2/3 jug. We see on the northern part there is a chest with a scale. You want to place that bucket on the scale. You want to fill this vase with water, so right click use and then click on the tap. And you want to use the lid on it. Now use that on the frozen table. use the key on the cooking range. Now we can get out. So go down the eastern ladder, go out the eastern door. Now I'm gonna home telly, and I'm gonna get ready for Thorvald. So you must be wearing nothing. You can bring your Draugen branch and knife. Draugen branch, for those that haven't done the fairy tale quest yet, it's gotten during the Lost City quest. You can always revisit Entrana at any time after doing the quest. Kill a zombie for an axe and cut more branches off the tree. Make sure to bring a teletab with you though, because the only other way to get out is via a lever that brings you into the wilderness. Okay, I have opted to get my Camelot Teleport from the bank and come bank at Seer's, because that's going to be along the way. Some important things for Thorvald the Warrior is you must defeat him the first 3 rounds. It doesn't matter if you die to him on the 4th, because technically you don't die. He just drops you to 1 HP and you kneel. You cannot use any weapons or armor or bring any runes. You can, however, bring food, prayer potions, any amulet or bracelet, as well as god books and rings of recoil. So I'm going to be bringing a combat bracelet, which is an enchanted dragonstone one, as well as a ring of recoil, and I am bringing an amulet of fury as well. You cannot bring logs either to fletch yourself anything, because it will not let you down the ladder. If it does not let you down the ladder, that means there is something in your inventory it does not want you to bring down. So I am bringing a bunch of rings of recoil, as well as a bunch of prayer potions, as he does drop your prayer down every couple of ticks. It is not recommended to do that flinch method, as he can despawn. And the last thing you want to do is start all this over again. You are given the option to bank before entering. Pier the Seer can bank everything, however, he will bank everything. So that's why I decided to come do the bank stuff myself. You can also not bring any runes, even if they're for teleportation. If you are low in combat stats, feel free to bring any phoenix necklaces. If you bring a ring of life, it's probably going to pop you back to Lumbridge, and that's the last thing you want. I'm not going to bring a phoenix necklace with me. I'd rather bring my fury, because phoenix necklaces are one-shot things only, and I'd rather something that gives a little bit more stats than that. And there is an option downstairs where you can get on the other side of a hole to try and get some of your HP back, but please be warned, he does despawn rather quickly if you try to do stuff like that. So when you're sure that you got everything you want, we're going to head back and we're going to speak with Thorvald, who is north of the hall. And along the way, feel free to set your quick prayers to melee. Now do not fletch your Draugen until you are down there and are ready to fight. So let's speak with him. Choosing chat option 1. Yes. Let's go down the ladder just north of him and prepare for our fight. Now the hole in question is this center one right here. Fletcher thing now. Equip it and just walk around the arena, and eventually he will spawn and start attacking you. It's pretty easy. The first 3 forms you have to absolutely make sure not to die if you're a hardcore Iron Man, because the death will count as a permanent. It's not safe until you reach the 4th form. Pretty simple. Protect from melee, eat when necessary, and make sure to keep an eye on your prayer because he will drain it, as well as your rings of recoil for when they break. You need to equip the next one. Second form. I'm speeding up because it is such a straightforward fight, and I'm also going to be going for all 4 forms because even though you get just the Fremennik blade for completing the 4th form, I have a little completionist inside me that's saying I need to do it. 3rd form. Now the 4th form coming up, you don't need to fight him or you don't need to beat him, but sometimes it's nice to see if you can. Please be warned, after defeating his 3rd form, you must either defeat or be defeated by his 4th form, because if you try to leave up the ladder, it will reset all your progress, and his 4th form may still be wandering around the arena searching for your blood. At this point, if you're a hardcore Iron Man, it is safe to die, and that will bring you on to the next step. If you manage to kill him, the Fremennik blade will be automatically added to your inventory, and you have to manually go up the ladder yourself. However, if he defeats you, you'll automatically be teleported back to Thorvald, who will give you his blessing. Okay, now you can get out of here. When you come up, speak to Thorvald. Now we can go speak to Brunt. Remember, if you have started or completed Mountain Daughter, you need to choose chat option 2, otherwise you can just talk to him. Now we speak to Brunt the Chieftain about anything else, because I've done Mountain Daughter. Congratulations, you're awarded 3 quest points, 2,800 XP in Strength, Defense, Attack, Hit Points, Fishing, Thieving, Agility, Crafting, Fletching, and Woodcutting. Yay, I have a new name. This also gives you access to the islands of Miscellanea, etc., nay it's not yet so, and all the shops and such in Rellekka. You can now wear the Fremennik Warrior, Archer, Berserker, and Farseer helms, and you can also talk to the Fossgrimmen, which is that spirit in the altar that we gave the fish to create our imbued enchanted lyre. You can imbue it to the enchanted version by taking your lyre and going to the Fossgrimmen, give them 1,000 raw shark, raw bass, raw manta rays, and raw sea turtles. It's going to cost you over 2 mil to do it. You can bring noted if you want to. They can be given in any denomination you want to, so you can give her like 100 at a time, 250 at a time, and she's going to remember how many you've given her. And this cost for enchanting it will drop for each part of the Fremennik diary you have completed by 200. However, you can't give her 1,000 of one of the fish, do all the achievement diaries, and expect her to give you like 400-600 of them back. It's non-refundable. So if that is something you want to do and you do plan on doing the diaries, do the diaries first to make it a little cheaper for you. Sorry, the enchanted version will give you infinite teleports to Rellekka. Once you've completed the hard Fremennik diary, it will also teleport you to Waterbirth, as well as Yatso and Nate's not after the elite Fremennik has been done. So there you go. That's all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to show your support by popping a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending if you like this guide. Also, feel free to drop a comment in the section below telling me what I can do to improve my guides to make them better for you to use, or what you liked about it. And feel free to follow the links in the description below to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Rare Time that I stream on Twitch. And until the next guide, ciao!